is the Oupes brand PV panels. That's 100 watts, 240 watts, and unboxing the 360 watt Oupes panel. Right from the get-go, I could tell you it's heavier than the 240. Not much heavier, but it is heavier. I'll put up the specs in a minute. So right about now, I'm gonna slip in a disclaimer. I know rigid panels are better, but listen, some of us cannot or will not drill holes in their roofs. I myself don't want any holes in my roof. It's almost 4 years old. Drilling holes in it automatically voids my warranty. And in 4 more years, I may be selling my house anyway. And when I do, I'm taking all my prepper stuff with me, including my solar panels. These should be the wires and the clips. Let's just verify. Yep, this is the cable, the XT60 connection, and Anderson. Let's unzipper this. Oh, inside here is a Velcro pack with what I'm assuming is the legs. Okay. The bag has a hard back. The panel itself is about the same height, but it is wider than the 240 by about that much. And let's step back. Now, let's open them up size-wise. 360. Look at this. 1 and 2. For one person, that's a much easier way to open a panel. Let's go with the 240. All right, so as far as lengthwise, they're about the same length. This has 3 rows on each panel, and this has 4 rows on each panel. The 100 watt. All right, let's close these guys up. So right now we're testing out the actual time it takes to emplace the 2 different size panels. Say hi. You didn't say hi. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna start the timer and go. Don't let them drop like that.
The clips.
Move it that way. Okay. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oupes 360 watt panel, emplacement test, and go. Minute and 24.
Okay.
That's not that bad. So the 240 watt panel took us a minute and 10 seconds. The 360 panel took 1 minute and 24 seconds to in place. So yeah, the 241, but it's not that big of a deal. So I'm testing the actual efficiency of these panels compared to one another, not by the total amount, by the percentage of that total. So I just plugged in. It's now, let me see, it's 11:45. The sun is pretty much 90 degrees. But yeah, this is not optimum sun to do this test, but it's just to get a start. So right now, the 360 is pulling 260. The 240 is pulling 167. 2 wires, the same size, 8 gauge. Everything should be the same. Same distance from the B2 batteries, and I'm using 2 B2 batteries, so there's pretty much identical baselines to both. Yeah, one thing I noticed when the clouds get in front, the 360 climbs faster. They both went at 0 at the same time, and the 360 is at 72 and the 240 is at 55. So the 360 recovers faster after a cloud. So I'm going to partially block the panels. I'm getting 286 on the 360 and actually 290 actually. Hold on. All right, so let's leave it at 270 and 166. Now I'm going to partially shade the panels. Pretty much the same. I'm going to go half of a bottom, and this one is also half of a string of panels. And I'm going to see what numbers change. So now that killed the 240. I mean, killed it. At least the 360 can handle partial shading for some reason. But that killed the 240. I didn't even put that much. I was going to put more shading on it to see, but that kind of kills the test right there. I mean, look. They're both shading the same. The same amount of panel is being shaded. All right, Kevin wanted this done on uneven grass. Go. One thing for sure though is this is a two-person job. These panels can't be done by themselves. Neither can the 240. It shouldn't be done by yourself. Because if you warp them, you pull them up, you bend them the wrong way, you can damage them. 2 people.
Remember this is facing got it? You come. Wait, you go that side.
And stop.
How much was it?
1 minute 28 seconds. 4 seconds more than before. You was 124. It only took 4 seconds longer than if it was inside the house. So, yeah. So Kevin, it doesn't make a difference. Also, one more thing. I think the 360 watt panels with their metal legs are going to be better at holding the panels down during winds. You get some tent pegs or weights or dumbbells or sandbags, and I think you could do it better than you can with the 240 watt panels with their flat cardboard legs. You could also use a rope to tie the grommets to the metal legs. Just an FYI. I was going over the bills with the wife recently, and she surprised me by saying, well, it's your birthday in a month, so she said get whatever I want from Opus. There was really two things that we needed. I needed either more solar or another G5 battery. I decided to get the solar, and I bought 4 360 watt solar panels from Opus. I know one of our members had a negative experience with the 360s, but since they first came out, I wanted them. And realistically, if I don't like them, I could send them back before 30 days. So I wanted to give them a shot and form my own opinion on it.